Welcome to It's On Talk Show. And today I'm here at the Step Forward program, 800 Fulton Avenue, where great things are happening. And I have here the interim executive director, Mr. Ivan Holloway. How you doing, sir?
Doing fantastic. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm understanding that this program, under the great leadership of Dr. Campbell, you all are doing some extraordinary things, helping people, empowering people. What's going on here at Step Forward?
Well, as you know, Step Forward is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are a treatment facility that offers transitional housing opportunities for folks throughout the area. We've been around for a number of years, and we're excited about what we have been doing, but we're even more excited about where we're going as an organization.
Right.
I think over the next few years, you'll begin to see a lot of things happen in this particular area. We're at the corner of Landval and Fulton, and 800 Fulton is about to become just a vibrant place because of the leadership of Dr. Campbell and the board of directors and those who assemble as the team of experts and employees here at a Step Forward. So one of the things that we are embarking upon is our certification to become a housing development organization.
Really?
And that's a process by which we apply for certification under the state housing programs as well as the city of Baltimore. The expectation there is becoming certified gives us an opportunity to really become specialists in affordable housing development in this particular area. We're going through that process, and part of that process is acquiring property. And
is that right?
Yes, it is. And
awesome.
Beginning to lay out plans that will give people in the area an opportunity to become homeowners.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really? That's
And,
great.
Also, for those people who are not ready for home ownership, it will give them an opportunity to become good renters in rehabilitated properties.
Wow, that's awesome. So you mean to tell me this program on this corner of Landville and Fulton Avenue is going to revitalize this entire area?
That's right. We're starting with a few baby steps. We have a veterans project that we're getting ready to kick off in the next few weeks. The Veterans Project is really a facility that's going to be designed for men and women who are veterans who have found themselves in a homeless situation. And what we will be doing is renovating one property at the corner of Landval and Monroe Street, and it will be transformed into a wonderful facility. And that facility will be a beacon of light and will probably be the first sign of redevelopment in this area that we've seen in a while.
Yeah. You know, that's just awesome to hear because so many people complain about the vacant houses in Baltimore, and you know they're unable to do something because of lack of money and funding. But you all are doing it.
Yes, sir. We have developed a number of partnerships with all kinds of entities here in the Baltimore area, and with that kind of partnership that we've been able to amass, we see wonderful things about to happen.
Wow, I'm excited.
Right here in Holland Park.
Yeah, you know, because this area has great history throughout in Baltimore, and I've seen this area just go down.
Right.
And it's so sad because I have family members that lived in this area, and as a kid I would come down and play, and but I tell you, it has lost its flavor. But now to hear that revitalization is coming, how welcoming is that?
Absolutely. Well, we all know that change is inevitable.
That's right.
That,
that's right.
It's either good change or it's bad change. What we have found is that when you assemble a good team of people, a good team of partners, and goodwill, good things can happen.
Yes,
and we're excited about what's going to happen right here in Holland Park.
But let me go over some programs that you offer to the people. The drug treatment program.
Yes.
If a person has a drug problem, they can indeed come to the Step Forward program.
Absolutely. We have a outpatient program that's designed to work with individuals who have substance abuse issues and mental health issues. It's typically a 6-month program, and they're in the program. We have counselors who are the best of the best, who spend quality time working with our clients, and the expectation is at the end of the program that these folks are revitalized inside, and they go out and face the world with a new fervor and a new spirit.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, because I've been to some of the affairs here, and some of the clients, and wow. They've given their testimonies, and what a change, you know. So you all are like fishers of men. You get them out the muck and mire of that clay and shape them and remold them into beautiful people. They are restored to the families and to the neighborhoods. And some have become leaders in the neighborhoods.
Absolutely. There are untold stories that we can't even begin to tell. But there are several clients that we've seen that have been truly affected by the work that we do here to Step Forward. And as a result, they have been able to turn their family lives around. They become beacons of light in the community, and also entrepreneurs who are hardworking taxpayers, and they employ people.
You know, right now there's somebody sitting home watching television with a drug problem that was at one time a great person doing great things. Could you give a message to that person that want to be helped?
Step Forward is a wonderful organization that is really spiritually based, and it's really designed to help those who think that they can't be helped. We have a wonderful website that gives you all kinds of directions. So it's www.takeastepforward.org. And that website is full of tools, it's full of information, but more importantly, it's full of directions to get you to 800 North Fulton. And our expectation is that we work hard at helping people change their lives, at helping people connect to those things that they need to be connected to within the community structure. And again, the expectation is after a period of time, their lives will be somehow changed.
Yeah, and also I read in the brochure that you all take in pregnant women with children.
We do. We have a Women with Children's program, and it is really designed to give hands-on support and training to those women, and we have wonderful facilitators that come in and provide expertise alongside our counselors. And it is really taking off and providing a wonderful service to young women.
Now let me ask you, do the women have to be on drugs, or what about just homeless?
You know, they come to us from a variety of capacities. And you know, life itself is sometimes just overwhelming. So when we find people who have those issues, we try to address them as well. So we have a mental health piece, we have the substance abuse piece, and we try to hit them where they need assistance.
Right, because the plight of this homelessness that's going on now, women and children are the major victims. And it's just real nice to know that a program is here to help them. And indeed, with the new initiative for the housing, maybe they can be in the program and work to the point where they can regain employment and possibly become a homeowner.
You have said it. That is exactly the design that we have put in place. The expectation is that we work with them intensely. Through our process, we introduce them to home ownership counselors, and throughout that process, we also introduce them to employment opportunities. And the expectation is at the end of the day, they become homeowners. And they become taxpayers, and they become people who are just full of life, who can recontribute to our society.
Now, see, I have to salute and celebrate this program because I have not heard this throughout this city. Someone actually doing it, and I just celebrate you all so much because so many people need your help.
Absolutely.
And God has allowed you all to gain all the necessary requirements to fulfill those needs. And I'm excited about Step Forward and where you're going. Just remember me when you get there.
Yes, sir. We certainly will. Well, Ms. Campbell has put together, I think, a wonderful team of management, a wonderful team of counselors, and a wonderful team of people who are concerned about not only individuals, but they're also concerned about the community. And when we put those two together, you know,
Right.
I don't see anything but success.
Yeah, and her husband, Mr. Campbell, I know he's been in this neighborhood for years, and
Absolutely.
he's always been a businessman, upstanding, and you know, just to see Mr. Campbell along with Miss Campbell give back, make it fresh, make it new. You know, they're a wonderful couple, and I just celebrate them because, you know, it's beautiful that God put two great people together to bring about change in the city.
Absolutely. You know, I don't think you can find a better team
That's right.
anywhere in the city of Baltimore.
Yeah, yeah. So, Ms. Campbell, we just celebrate you and Mr. Campbell so
Absolutely.
much. You are our leaders in our community, and I thank you so much on behalf of all Baltimoreans. Mr. Ivan, I just want to thank you for your time, and may God give you much speed in your endeavors. Make this program the greatest in the entire nation so that people will look at Baltimore as the new leader.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to It's On Talk Show. I'm here at the great Step Forward program. And I have here Miss Portia, the CFO. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing so good. Tell me, what's a CFO?
I am the Chief Financial Officer for Step Forward.
Okay.
So I manage the books. I work with the human resources side, the payroll, and also I work with our billing and our grants management in terms of being physically responsible for the organization.
Great, great. So how long have you been with the organization?
I've been with the Step Forward since late 2009, early 2010. So as a consultant initially, and within the last year and a half, I've recently become the Chief Financial Officer.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So this program, again, is geared to women and children. And with the plight of homelessness here in Baltimore and surrounding areas, they are the #1 homeless people. How has this program helped them?
We have been working with women and children for about a year and a half now. And our initial response was just to have one house. But once we opened up that one house, it filled up in 2 days.
Wow.
So
yeah,
Miss Campbell looked for another house and then another house. We were treating women and men with the disease of addiction and chronic homelessness. And when she opened up the doors for the women with children, we always, even though we have 4 locations, we always have a waiting list.
Yes.
So it has to be a definite need for that population, the women with children, because a lot of times people don't want to take your kids while you're going to seek help or get assistance in terms of recovery. Or if they can't maintain their children while they are suffering from the disease of addiction, their children go into the system, which then develops a cycle with substance abuse and other types of mental health issues for children. When we can provide a wraparound services in terms of the treatment, the mental health, the parenting classes, the job readiness, that program is actually a 12-month program. Separate from our 6-month program for our normal residents with treatment program.
And again, you know, there's employment opportunities and training.
Yes, there's job readiness. We have a job readiness training. We have a Step Forward University where we have a program that we're developing. We have to first get people ready to work. And teaching work ethic, time management, the proper way to serve and provide service. And then we have, we're going to branch that out into different areas like cosmetology, body and fender work, landscaping, so that they not only are able to find a job, because a job in this type of area with the economy is not what we want to provide. We want to provide a living wage so that they'll be able to provide for themselves and their family.
So obviously teaching
entrepreneurs, because a lot of times the population that we service they find it difficult to go out and find a job, a 9-to-5, that is going to be able to support them and their families. So we're moving away from the minimum wage, because minimum wage will it takes 3 adults to live making minimum wage in Baltimore City. So we want to provide the women with independence, support for their children to make them more dependent on themselves, and be able to provide a stable environment for the children.
That's so impressive, because you know, this opportunities, you know, even now they're talking about college not being feasible now.
Right.
They have short courses, 16, 18 weeks, and get you up right into the job spectrum, making 80, 90,000. So entrepreneurial is the way.
Is the way to go, and experience. A lot of times people look at having it's a lot of times when we work with our clients, when they leave here, they are competing with people with master's degrees and bachelor's degrees.
Right.
So when you have a certificate, it is an equivalent, because not only do you have the degree, but you also have the experience.
That's right.
So we have professionals coming in from each of those areas and providing services, and some of them are our alumni, which is the wonderful thing, because they can speak to the client in a way that a regular professor that hasn't had that experience.
I'm familiar with the client you have. He now owns a body and fender shop.
Yes, he takes our clients that have completed their 6 months of treatment. They can go with him and shadow him and learn. He worked with Job Corps, so he's certified to teach and train. So we're doing things the right way so that we can get the right results, putting them with professionals that are sensitive to the population, but still going to hold them accountable, because they understand, you know, what our clients have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
You know, I guess each day you go home, you have to feel so good, because you're helping people.
I do, and sometimes I go home and I cry, because this is it's a war. I mean, it really, you're dealing with lives. A lot of times you have those wonderful stories, and sometimes you have tragedy, because we are fighting a war, and this is the front line. It's not in the back. You know, a lot of times I say, I carry people in my spirit, because you do become intimately connected with the clients. You rooting for them. It's like you're a cheerleader.
Right.
And I'm in the administrative office, but I also do the parenting classes, and I also work with people in reentry, because that's my background. So you become connected with the clients, and some, you know, I say, you know, we have a lot of wonderful stories, but we also have the opposite side of that. So it's good and bad.
Well, good
I
thing.
love it. It is not a job. It is my area of ministry. So I know what comes along with that.
Right.
And I'm passionate about it. I have a great team, Ms. Campbell, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Ivan Holloway, and the board of directors of the Step Forward. You know, we keep each other, you know, we have to make the eye contact and keep each other moving and working and keeping the goal, the focus.
Right.
We have to look at the business side now, because as we are developing, there's a lot of things you got to take into consideration that you didn't take into consideration when you were a lot smaller, and dealing with government funds and insurance companies and stuff like that. And that's my background as well. So I have a wide range of responsibility, but it is not. It's definitely an area of ministry.
Well, what's the good thing? This program is spiritually based. You have
yes, we use him all day, every day. That's a silent partner in our partnership here and stuff.
But it's so exciting to see God Himself empowering this entire body of the program, because you all, this is what God commands you to do, you know, and you all are doing that. And that is without complaining, because you all could sit back and have not done anything,
right?
And let allow the community, the people, just go down. But you are the hand that reaches out and says, "I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to make you somebody. I'm going to restore you." And that's what God really admires. And I have to say again, I'm just so excited about this program, and because I love to see people helped. Because some situations they fall into, it's not their fault. I look at the homeless thing; it's so sad, but there is help. So can you appeal to women out there that's maybe watching and facing a difficult situation?
What I would say to anybody, women, men, is that you don't have to do it alone. You have people here that are willing to help, not only the staff, but we also pull in the clients, the alumni, the people who've walked where you've walked and seen what you've seen. Nobody can tell you how to feel, but what we can tell you is that we are here to provide assistance, to help in whatever capacity, whether it be obtaining insurance, getting medical assistance, being able to connect you to services with social services. We're able to do that. So you don't have to walk the walk alone. You do have an organization here in your city that would love to have you and would embrace you with open arms. A step forward, we're right here at 800 North Fulton Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21217. Come on and give us a try. If we are not able to provide you with assistance, we can definitely direct you in the right direction.
What if they want to call
if they want to give us a call, our number is 410-462-6001.
Again, I thank you so much. And I have to say, that's a beautiful ring you have on your finger.
Oh, I have a wonderful husband.
That's all right. God bless him. You want to give your husband a shout out?
Hi, Fred Everett of E-Service Consulting. Hey, I love you, and you have a great day as well.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
Bless you. We'll be right back. Don't move.
Okay.
Today, our topic is going to be problem solving.
I'm learning. It's just a daily learning process for me. 24 hours.
Right.
I mean, it's so much. It's. I ain't even think I was gonna be here from the way I was living. And I'm here and beyond. Better with my family. It's amazing me, but at the same time, like you say, them problems with the kids, everything, them everyday problems.
First, you want to write down a short-term goal you want to accomplish, and then the long-term goal that you want to accomplish in your life. And then you work towards those things on a day-to-day basis, just like your recovery.
That's right. I agree with you. 100%. Life in general, we're going to have problems. Okay? They're going to constantly come our way all the time. But it's how we focus on the problem. It's how we deal with the problem. Sometimes when the problem's there, it's best for us not to do anything about the problem. What is so important is to focus on recovery.
Hey, welcome back to It's On Talk Show. I tell you, here at Step Forward program, some great things are happening. These are wonderful people. And if you need some help, you need to see them. They're at 800 North Fulton. Yes, I have here to my right, Alvin Chalmers, the facility director. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing good. They tell me that this program has brought a change in your life.
Awesome change in my life.
Wow. So, tell me, at one time, you were a client here?
Yes, I was fortunate enough. This is one of the few facilities that accepted me upon the condition in which I arrived, not having any medical insurance, not having any funding to be able to pay for my treatment, and in dire need of treatment. A lot of other facilities turned me away, where I stepped forward, opened the doors, and embraced me and helped navigate me through the process of betterment for self.
Wow. So what are you, the change you've made? I understand you are a chef by trade?
Chef by trade. I was the head chef at Pimlico Race Course for about 8 years. I attended Baltimore City Culinary Arts School.
Okay.
My father was a chef. My mom and my grandma did a lot of cooking, and my father had his own catering company. So I learned very, very early, the responsibilities. But due to making a lot of bad choices, have landed me exactly in the right place. Yeah. I was at one point chemically addicted to alcohol and other illicit drugs.
Right.
But a step forward has given me an opportunity to make a change.
Right. Let me ask you this. Now that you have changed, you look back on your life and you recognize that you had great abilities, that you were destined to be someone. You look back on your old self, how proud are you?
I give all the glory to the God of my understanding. He had equipped me early on and to prepare me for this later on. He instilled a certain skill set and a quality that's needed to be able to give back. And in my giving back, I wouldn't have thought that I would be when I got here. I'll be cooking, I'll be the residential facility supervisor, I would be assisting other people in betterment of self. I didn't notice that I had this skill set. And building off of the newer clients that come through the door, they continuously motivate me to do better, to want to do more. And my gratitude speaks through my efforts and my dedication and my commitment to a step forward, because I know for a fact that this program is efficient and it lives by its vision statement, it lives by its mission statement. I'm a product of this.
Wow. Are you from the Santana area by any chance?
Actually, I'm from the Winchester.
Okay, yeah. And again, I have family members that grew up in this area and have plenty of friends. And this, we've seen in this city, this area be saturated with drugs, and it was so sad. Now that you are together, and when you go, as you walk the neighborhoods, do you reach out and just give people encouraging word, let them know that step forward, there's hope?
Yes, I do that, and just a little bit more. Here to Step Forward, I was given the opportunity to build some partnerships in this Harlem Park area. Right now, is a high intensity drug area. It's not of the best, how do you put it, living conditions within our this Harlem Park area.
Okay.
So having the opportunity to come through Step Forward, build a partnership with Baltimore City Housing and try to get, the houses that are boarded up, actually boarded up and keep trafficking out of them. As far as illegal dumping, and build a partnership with the Department of Sanitation.
Good.
We actively participate in a community cleanup every morning, all the trash that blows down. Us as Step Forward took on that job. We're building a partnership now with Parks and People, where we're trying to maintain the parks and plant trees in our area. So there's a lot of things that a Step Forward is branching out into as far as rebuilding and reconstructing our community. So it's not just a word of mouth that's being passed. It's not just the visuals. Actually, some hands-on activities that's taking place. And even in our outreach, we go around to different organizations and we offer services to those who would like to have those services.
Wow. Let everybody know about Step Forward.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's a caring program. And it takes you just as you are. It's almost like church. Come as you are. But you won't leave the same.
Definitely won't leave the same. If you really want to change, we have enough supportive people that takes the initiative and the pride in being in service of servicing people. I want you to look straight in that camera, because there's somebody out there that's addicted and they're lost and they're tired of their situation and they don't believe that they can be helped. Can you talk to them? I understand exactly how you were feeling and how you are feeling. Being in a hopeless state at one point myself, not knowing which way to turn, not knowing if there was any help available. I am here to tell you that a Step Forward is here and the help is readily available.
Wow. So you heard someone that walked the walk. Change is inevitable if you just take the initiative, take that one step, because God created you special, and you know only the devil has deprived you of your personal freedom, self-love. You know, try step forward. 800 Fulton Avenue. As you all know that who watch the show, I love and I care for you, and we're here because these people, Dr. Campbell, Mr. Campbell, and all the wonderful staff members, they care. They show it. They demonstrate it. So it doesn't matter what state you're in. Give Step Forward the opportunity to help you, and you help step forward, and we all can grow together. We can become exactly what God intended us for to be. Walk in your purpose. You have destiny. You are somebody. We'll be right back.
We have a young lady now who has graduated, stepped forward, had a job, was displaced from a job, and what we're doing is we're trying to teach her how to operate her own business. So we said, let's start with a hot dog stand. So we're working with her now to start her hot dog stand business. And, you know, with that, she'll be able to generate her own income.
I was an addict. The first part of my life, I was an addict for like 15, 20 years out there. Incarceration was like a revolving door to me. I kept on going back and forth, back and forth. The last time I got locked up, and they sent me in shackles to this program. As I came to the program, I didn't want to be there.
Mental health is a big issue now. I recall I was trying to get the clients engaged in mental health. And the thing is that I'm not crazy, you know, but now you see a change. I have clients chasing me down saying, I need a mental health therapist. You know, that whole stigma is changing, you know, from where folks, again, just didn't want to associate with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, bipolar, that they are now saying, you know, I want help. I want to see, you know, why I react the way that I do, or why I keep, you know, tripping over the same barriers.
Welcome back to It's On Talk Show. We're here today at Step Forward program, the program that has revived the Sandtown area. Let me tell you, it's great. And I have here today, with the drum roll, Dr. Campbell and Mr. Campbell. How you all doing?
Doing phenomenal.
This is doing great.
That's good. Let's talk, Ms. Campbell. You are phenomenal. I've had some people here before you. They talk so much about you and the great things that you're doing in the Step Forward program and in the community. And all I could say was, wow. I'm really impressed. So, Dr. Campbell, you are a professor?
I am a professor at Coppin State University, and I'm also a graduate of Coppin State as well. And, you know, doctor, I appreciate it. I'm aspiring to be that. I am also a PhD student at Morgan State University.
Congrats. Okay. All right. Let's call you Doc for the segment.
Thank you.
And, Mr. Campbell, how you doing?
I'm just wonderful.
Yeah. It's so cool and laid back, relaxed.
You know, I work hard over the years, so it's time for me to take a little relax now and enjoy what's going on.
All right. So, Dr. Campbell, this program, what gave you the insight to help people?
Well, I've always had a helper's heart. I am a Christian, if I want to put that out there and make it known.
Amen.
And, you know, I think as a Christian, you know, we all had a service.
Yes.
That, or a gift to do something to help someone else or to help people. So with that, some years ago, I wanted to do something to give back. And I wanted to work around women with children, teenage girls with children.
Yes.
But I ended up doing something around the area of treatment. I had a brother who was actively using at the time and asked what I considered doing treatment services. And myself, along with Omar Mohammed, my husband, and Charlie Moore, got together, and Omar came up with the name of Step Forward. And we just started the 501c3, and we've been going ever since.
Yes, and I've been, you know, you all have this thing for women and children that's so impressive, because women and children, as I've said before, they are the highest numbers of homeless people in today's society. And for you to reach out to them and give a sense of human decency, I find that to be phenomenal, because it's, especially with the children, they're not at fault. They just fell into a hopeless situation. And they've talked about your Women to program.
Yeah, I think that, John, that's one of the saddest things that, you know, in working with the population is, for me, seeing the children having to go through this. But I really, really applaud the moms that are saying, you know what, I have to do something different to get my life together and to make life better for my child. What I'm seeing a lot now, even though we are substance abuse and mental health treatment organization, I'm getting a lot of phone calls from young moms who don't have a substance abuse problem, but who are homeless and who are looking for services. So that is one area that I'm really thinking about moving into as well, because again, we're getting a lot of young women who just don't have enough money to pay the rent, pay the BG&E, child support, not child support service, but daycare services, for if they, you know, for when they have to go to work. So with those different challenges that we're seeing now, we are helping 2 women. Now, no substance abuse issue, just who are homeless, and we're trying to see how that pans out, how that will work out, and in the future, you know, I would like to try to go into that area so we can help some other young women who are struggling with just trying to hold it together.
Yeah, because it's difficult, because, you know, there's no rent control, and BG&E is crazy, and just other stuff hits you, and it's tough.
And I would like to challenge your audience. I would like to challenge your audience that, you know, if you have a house that you're not doing anything with, or if you have a gift of service that you don't quite know what to do, or, you know, I don't know where to start at, then, you know, give us a call at 410-462-6001. We have a number of different programs that we're doing to help men and women who are struggling with disease of addiction and other related issues. It could be illiteracy. It could be underemployment. It could be mental health issues. But as we try to reach out and assist folks, and not just in the Harlem Park community, but in the Baltimore City, we're getting people from, men and women from Baltimore County.
Wow.
We're getting them from out of state.
Yeah.
So, you know, as long as, you know, we're trying to do what we can. We're trying to play our role, but it's so overwhelming that we can use all of the help that we can. And one main thing is housing. If we can house these men and women with children, we can work to get them stable and to then work on their goals so that they can return back to our communities with hope in the future.
Dr. Campbell, you gave my audience a challenge. You don't know them, they come through. but so if you have a house you're not doing anything with, and you want to donate it or open up for Step Forward program, you want to give your website, because somebody may want to.
Our website is www.takeastepforward.org. You can reach us at the office at 410-462-6001. And if you know of anyone who needs help in the area of substance abuse treatment, if someone who needs help in the area of mental health, or has a mental illness, you know, please feel free to give us a call. Or if you're not sure, you know someone who needs help but you're not sure where to turn, then give us a call also, because we have a number of community resources that we work with as well, and we probably will be able to assist you.
All right, so y'all please follow through and support this great program. Mr. Campbell, there's a new program you're all about to venture into, the housing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, let me start off by making a little correction that when you opened statement and you said we are in Sandtown,
yeah,
we are in Highland Park, and we are so proud of it.
Oh, Highland Park, okay. Thank you. I stand corrected.
Sandtown's our neighbor, and we love them to death. But we love
Highland Park, okay.
Yeah. Well, first of all, in reference to the new housing, my wife and I have always bought and furnished the houses and all for the Step Forward program.
Okay.
And if I may, I'd like to step back a little bit to tell you how I got involved with Step Forward.
Yeah, please do.
Well, actually, of course, it was my wife's dream, and of course, I'm an entrepreneur, and Mr. Charlie Moore, she mentioned, started with us. He's an entrepreneur,
okay.
And we thought that this would be an event where we would make a lot of money and all that, so we was excited about it.
Right.
But it didn't quite work out that way.
Okay.
As, we spent so much money on getting Step Forward up and going until when Mr. Moore realized that he was spending more and there wasn't no money around, he quickly bailed out, and so my wife and I still had a lot of other business that we were running that was able to support it.
Yes.
And then it got to the point where it did sustain itself, and so we was excited about that. But I've always been excited about working with Step Forward, basically because it's my wife's dream, you know.
All right.
And as she stated earlier, it was her brother that was involved in substance abuse, and he came to her and asked her, you know, is there anything she could do to help him?
Yeah.
And she just took it to another level.
Wow.
And so, but as she stated, her passion was women with children. That's what she wanted to do. And now her passion is not only with men and women back in drug addiction, but with veteran women. She has mentioned it, but she's kind of post lady for the veteran women.
Yeah.
And so we looking to embark upon that soon.
That's great. That's great. Because, God, the military, they need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
And to open up a facility for a veteran, you know, I have to salute you because I'm a veteran myself. Because, you know, we know their cries, their pain, their mental illness is so serious. And, you know, if there's a facility, they can come and get some help. Well, it's well worth it, so I salute you on that. But, so you all are beginning to redevelop the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Highland Park?
And just to kind of piggyback on my husband, first of all, you know, I would have to say I'm so blessed.
Yes.
And one, to have a beautiful husband such as Robert, but two, to have a husband that supports you.
Yes.
And your endeavors, and you know that has always been the case with my husband. You know, just stepping in and supporting it, and that's a good thing when you can go and do what you know, you can go and do what your dream, your desires, and then you know, you don't have to worry about fighting with your mate on the other side, but your mate is standing right there by you and supporting you every step of the way. So that's the awesome piece about this partnership as well.
1 second, everybody in TV land, congratulate Mr. Campbell for that.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah, because that support and love that's so important, you know.
Yeah. And with the veteran women piece, the veteran administration has done a lot. I mean, they've come a long way. Still have a long way to go. Yeah. But I do want to commend them on that. And some years ago, probably about 8 years ago, I became interested in the plight of veteran women because I saw such a disparity there. So over the years, I mean, even my dissertation paper is focusing on homeless veteran women in Baltimore City. Okay. And just had an opportunity to meet so many women, so many people in the city, in the state of Maryland, who are advocating for veteran women. And we are just excited to be moving forward to be able to provide housing and support services to homeless veteran women with children. So that's one piece as far as the development in Harlem Park, and everything is going to be in Harlem Park. I had a friend to tell me a couple of weeks ago, because sometimes it's kind of challenging when you're trying to do work in a community that has a lot of blight, in a community where it sometimes seems like, you know,
your politicians have forgotten about.
Yeah, yeah.
A community where, you know, folks just in general who have the powers of be have forgotten about.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to want to stay, to have the mindset to stay planted and grounded and say, no matter what, if nobody else makes a difference, we're going to make a difference.
Yeah, and you all will,
so,
and you all have.
Yeah, with that, the board of directors has a very good strategic plan in place where we're going to be doing some redevelopment within Harlem Park. So we're working on our community development, our CHODO application for the city, and that will allow us an opportunity to build with some support, with some funding supporting that. So the challenge is, though, that we need some assistance. Yeah. We need the city to come in and help us.
Well, you know, our wonderful mayor watches this program, and Madam Mayor, please be supportive to the Step Forward program, Dr. Campbell. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. So, you know, with that, it's a pretty intense application. We have submitted our CHODO for the state. Good. But you know, some technical assistance on the city part would be great. And I am planning to the first of the year to have representatives of the city, of the state, and of the community to come out and tour Harlem Park. And my question to them will be, you know, what is it in Harlem Park that you like? What is it that you don't like? What can we do as a team to change it? And let's work towards that.
I tell you, Dr. Campbell, you are a game changer. And it takes the boldness as such to make this happen, because when you present a case before the Baltimore City and whomever, and they can only agree with what you're doing because you're doing the right things. And maybe their family members will be helped. Right. And certainly this community as a whole, and as a large Harlem Park community, because it is blight. It's sad to see what has happened down through the years. And Ms. Kim, that's probably why you're so committed to this community. Yes, because you know it's got to be better. It can be better, and you are the folks that will make it happen. And so I just hope that the mayor and all of their working partners, you know, just sit down and reason together, because let's make Baltimore happen.
And John, you know what? My husband and I just attended an event. Cherry Hill did something, and they recognized some of their game changers. Okay. It was Dr. Thomas. It was the attorney.
Billy Murphy.
Billy Murphy and a couple of others. And I was so proud to see how those men and women came back or give back to Cherry Hill. And I'm wondering, you know, do we have any folks like that who came up in Harlem Park?
Yeah, I'm sure
that are interested in coming back and say, you know what, I want to reinvest. Because, you know, some folks don't have the opportunity to move out of Harlem Park. Right. You know, their finances dictate that this is where they're going to live. Right. You know, so it's so many schools that are closing down because there's not really a tax base here.
Yeah, and you know, but they don't have the students. Yeah. Because they've gone and moved to the counties, etc.
Yeah. So what can we do? I mean, Harlem Park is here as a staple in the community. We have to come together and make it better. You know, so.
There is some folks that have, to name one, is Commissioner Daniels. He was police commissioner. Yeah. And he was out of this area, and he came back, and him and I worked extremely close together to make some changes. And I'd just like to add, folks say to my wife and I, why Harlem Park? And our answer to that is, why not Harlem Park?
That's right, that's right. Yeah, because, you know, this has so much history here. Yeah. And, you know, out there, you folks that was at one time a resident of Harlem Park, Dr. Campbell, Mr. Campbell, they're here saying, come back, support. Let's create partnerships, you know, so this area can be revived, because it's significant and we need it to survive. And, you know, it's surviving, we all will survive and be better. You know, so what else is going on with Step Forward? It's so exciting here.
Yeah, so redevelopment, again, is a key thing. We're looking into a lot of our men and women, once they graduate, really don't have a safe place to return to. Right. Home was one where they had lived in active addiction, or home was where they
got into trouble.
Yeah.
So we want to continue to allow them to live in a safe environment. This is where we're creating our safety net.
Right.
So we want to provide home ownership opportunities for them. We want to provide apartments for them to live in. So we are moving into the area of redevelopment again right here, so that our men and women can continue to be successful and again productive citizens, and right here in Harlem Park.
Yeah.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of the clients that came through Step Forward. His name is Wayne Hotlow. Okay. And he was with us for 2 years. And I had a garage that I had bought some time ago down in 2560 West Lexington Street. That garage is now occupied by him, and he's one of the best body and men that you can find in town. Does excellent work. And that I had the opportunity to meet him. Yeah, and that came out of this program. So we're not only finding houses, we're finding not jobs, but we're finding people that they can become their own entrepreneurs. And that's what he's doing. He's got a couple other guys down that works for him down there, and he does a phenomenal job.
It's I would be remiss if I didn't ask you all how powerful it is to walk together on this mission as husband and wife. I have to, Mr. Campbell, could you tell Miss Campbell how much you love and appreciate her?
I love her so much. I would give up all of this just for her.
All right.
No, I met her, been knowing her practically all her life. I met her in '86, and she was a beautician at the time.
Okay.
And then
I was way back then.
Yeah. and I was entrepreneur. I just gotten in. I had a grocery store and a couple of properties. Okay. And I had just gotten into bail bond. Okay. Well, she was excited about the fact that I was in a bail bond. She wanted to give up a beautician to go in the bail bond.
Oh yeah.
I said, now you know what? This is a person with this kind of drive, and believe it or not, and I think on Christian terms, we always use the term of equally yoked. Yes. And I knew then her and I was equally yoked. All right. And I knew that I wanted to work with her and be involved with her in some capacity. I didn't know it would be this far, but I'm excited that it is, and I wouldn't trade it. All right.
All right.
She's a great, great person.
All right. Dr. Campbell, you want to give a close and open the program for love and help and hope to everyone.
A Step Forward is a 501c3 faith-based organization, and our mission is to provide housing and wraparound services to men, women who are fighting the disease of addiction. So these men and women are homeless. Often the women come with children. And again, you may not know how you can help, but give us a call at 410-462-6001, and we'll tell you, how you can help. You can tell us, what your gift area lies. If it's making a phone call, if it's making a donation, if it's spending some time, there are different areas of assistance that you can give to a Step Forward. So again, ask about our Step Forward University. We are training and offering vocational services to not just the men and women of our program, but also men and women who are struggling through this disease of addiction. So again, give us a call if you know anyone who is in need of the services that we offer. Check us out on our website at www.takeastepforward.org, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell. Thank you, Mr. Campbell, so much. I bid you both Godspeed. May you all continue to do the work of the kingdom. This is kingdom work. And I'm pleased and I'm privileged to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
And I'd just like to quickly close by saying, my wife, and I speak for my wife, we thank God for all that we have accomplished and all that we're going to accomplish, because we know all things are done through Christ who loves us. And we love him.
Amen. Amen. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a great show. Remember, the Step Forward program, you need them, come see them. God bless you. I'm out. Peace.
I was exhausted fighting with myself. So I asked myself, well, what do you want to do from here? You say you want help. Now you're getting help. Now what? So I started working on me. I started following the rules. And as I'm following the rules, I feel a whole lot better.
Like I say, I wound up in the van, and I end up in the bed. I mean, I was able to get showers. They gave you meals. They made sure your medical and everything was taken care of.
I became the program coordinator, and it gave me some responsibility. And not a paycheck, but some responsibility. I'm not just helping myself, but I'm helping others.
Recovery is a lifetime. You can't give up on recovery. You know, you have to have a network, sponsors and stuff like that. You know, I didn't believe in sponsors. I didn't believe in networks. In actuality, I didn't understand what they were, you know, until I started listening to other people.
It was just the love, the consideration, and the opportunity that they had at their program, you know, as far as the learning and everything. Coming out the program did let me start my career. It gave me a great opportunity to move on, you know. I took the skills that step forward and the counselors that they taught me, you know what I mean, and put it into a positive thing, and I moved on with it. That's why I'm here.
And something happened in my life that I decided to give myself a chance. Step Forward had built my life back up to a self-esteem in myself that I let people motivates me now. No matter what you think of me, you motivates.
I have my family back, you know. I consider them my network, not just family, my network. I want the community to get involved in it. I want to be able to go out there and talk to the people and communicate with them so they know what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do. Because I want Step Forward Incorporated to grow, and I want to be part of that family.
You know, I mean, look at me. The sky's the limit, and there's no limit to the sky.
Everyone here has had an intimate connection with substance abuse. Me, I've had family members, and I'm passionately involved with seeing people have a successful life.